Hi guys, welcome back to one more session of Get Ready with me. This is Sylvia. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and watch the previous part of this video. So let's start. I'm going to begin by spraying rose water on my face, and second I go in with some ice, massage it all over. This tightens the pores and stops the oil buildup, and this is a very good idea if you have oily skin like mine. Then doing this will help your makeup to stay longer and stop it from cracking. Next I apply my favorite moisturizer and massage it all over my face. Next I'm going to go in with the Versali Rose Gold Elixir. I'm not going to add a lot because I have oily skin. I'm just going to put 2 drops, and please make sure when you're layering up your moisturizer or your serums, you let it all dry before you apply your primer or your foundation. That will let the skin absorb it and then do the rest. For the primer, I'm going in with the M.A.C primer and the Skin Illuminator by number 7. I'm going to leave all the details of the products I've used in the description box below. This primer, I'm using it for the first time. It was given to me as a gift by Nika when I ordered all the other things, but I really happen to like it. I'm just going to apply it with fingers and lightly dab this into my skin. I really like this skin illuminator. It just adds this beautiful dewy glow to the skin. The next thing I'm going to use is LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Orange. I'm going to apply it on all the dark spots on my face in a dabbing motion before I go in with my foundation. Guys, I'm really sorry about the continuous location and the light change in this video. So I shoot with my phone and my phone just drained out of battery. So then I had to switch between my phone and my sister's phone, and that is when all of this happened. So please bear with me. For my foundation, I'm going to mix 2 of them. One is Hello Happy by Benefit, and the other one is Matte Velvet by Makeup Forever. I think for the Makeup Forever the shade is 405, but for the other one I don't remember, but I'll mention it down in the description box. I'm going to apply them by dabbing all over my face before I go in with my Urban Decay blending brush. It's actually a buffing brush, and it's one of the best brushes I have used for my makeup. Next, I'm going to go in with the M.A.C Prep+prime Golite and also push that into the skin with the buffing brush. This keeps your foundation from cracking, especially if you're wearing it for a long time. For highlighting, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige for highlighting the usual areas of my face. I'm going to blend this all out using a damp beauty blender. During summers, I always dip my beauty blender in ice cold water. Like I said, this helps the oil reduction on your face. For setting this, I'm going to use number 7 loose translucent powder, but any translucent powder you have will do just fine. Now everybody has a different way of doing it. What I like to do is pour some powder in the lid and then apply it with the same damp beauty blender. इससे क्या होता है, like ज़्यादा बर्बाद भी नहीं होता, and then also it stays stuck. So this is how I do it. I just go over the same areas where I have applied the highlighter and just leave it like that for baking. I usually bake not more than 5 minutes, which is the time when I do my eyes. I just leave the powder there, and this is the perfect way I think you stop the creasing under your eyes. Contouring के लिए I'm taking the Rimmel London bronzer. Contour आप कैसे करते हो? कान का जो ऊपर वाला हिस्सा होता है और उसे लेके आपके मुंह तक, like your mouth. But you stop where your eyebrow ends. उससे नीचे नहीं लाते हैं. उससे क्या होता है? Your face looks very droopy. Then I go in and shape my nose around the forehead and also in the jawline. So what you're basically doing is you're making a shape like 3. If you divide your face into half and you look like, sideways, then yeah, it's more or less in the shape of 3. That is how you contour your face. A little bit in between the cupid's bow, and that's it. Now taking the same damp beauty blender, उस पे हम थोड़ा सा बस translucent powder लगाएंगे, and we are going to add it just under the cheekbone ताकि जो contour के lines है वो बहुत harsh ना दिखे. Next, using a spoolie, I'm going to brush my eyebrows before I go in with the Rimmel London eyebrow shading pencil. I think this is in the shade dark brown. I always like doing this using very tiny strokes and building things up rather than एक line खींच के आप उसको मिला दो. That looks really fake and I really like doing this. And उसके बाद आप फिर से उसको brush करिए, then it looks really natural. दोनों ब्राउज को सेम तरीके से फिल करने के बाद I'm going to go in with the ABH brow pomade in the shade deep brown. इससे क्या होता है, आपके जो ब्राउ हैं वो लाइक थोड़े से और डार्क दिखते हैं because my brow is very light. Next I'm going to set it all in place using the brow setting gel by Rimmel London. I think I take more time in doing my brows than I actually take in doing my eyeshadow. So I'm going to clean up the brow bone using the concealer and the damp beauty blender. This will make the whole thing look very neat and tidy. For the last time, after brushing the brows, I'm going to start doing my eye makeup. But before doing that, I'm going to dust off all the bake. I'm going to go in with the blending brush, as in the buffing brush, just to blend out all the contour to avoid having any harsh lines. I usually do this. It makes your makeup look very flawless. After this, I'm going to spray the M.A.C Prep and Prime and fix my whole base before I go in and add the eyeshadow and all the highlighter or the blush that I'm going to add. I usually use my damp beauty blender to do this. I'm using an eye primer because I have oily eyelids. The one I'm using is Primer Potion by Urban Decay in the shade Natural. This step not only makes the eyeshadow last longer but also helps the colors pop. Next, I'm going to use the two of the lightest brown colors from the palette Double Chocolate Chip by Nykaa. This is going to be the transition shade. I'm going to keep the base of this eyeshadow very brown. So when I make this really beautiful kajrari aankhein, because that is the look I wanted to go for, since it's a very traditional look and back in the days gold was the only thing which was available, no white or brown shadows. So I decided that I'm going to go in for a full gold look. Next, I'm going to mix these two shades. This looks more brick, sort of soft chestnut brown, and I'm going to put it under my eyes and ever so lightly putting it and bringing it down into the inner corners of my eyes. But the most important part is to blend it. For the inner corner, I'm going to use the champagne sort of color from this very palette, and I believe I did go over with the Wet&Wild highlighter. I will leave the name of the highlighter in the description box. I do love the shades of gold when I wear an Indian traditional look, because somehow you will find gold in all of your attires and this look really goes well. Next thing I'm going to do is use the same two brown shades, like the brick brown shades, but this time I'm taking it on my smudge brush and just applying it in the lower lash line. I just felt like I needed to darken it a bit. Next, I'm going to apply the kohl. I'm using Perversion by Urban Decay. Urban Decay is one of my most favorite makeup brands, and also Makeup Forever. I just love the way these two kajal, looks very intense and stays the whole day without watering. So okay, this is funny, the way I apply kajal on my upper waterline, because I'm very scared to keep my eyes open. So I think this is the easiest way. I just sharpen it a bit more and then close my eyes and hold the pencil and just go over, from inward to outward. Next, I'm going to take the same smudge brush and I'm going to smudge it all out. This will give you a really nice smoky yet very soft look. Next, I'm going to take the same brown shade on a pencil brush and I'm going to blend the lower lash line. And once I'm happy with the way it is looking, I'm going to go in with the eyeliner. For the eyeliner, I'm using Perversion, the same eye pencil. I'm just going to apply it and then use the smudge brush and sort of create a wing. Next, I'm curling my lashes before I go in with the mascara. Here I'm taking two different mascaras. Both are drugstore products and it's like a big yes for me. I have loved using these two products. One is the Falsies Push Up Drama by Maybelline and the other one is Candle Eyes by Rimmel London Arabia. You guys have to try it. I think this one is one of the best mascaras in the same range, like at par with Sephora or any other, high-end mascara. It can beat them any given day. You can already see, like, this looks like I'm already wearing lashes. This is so good. As you can already see, one coat of this mascara is more than enough, but क्योंकि ये traditional look है, मुझे लगा like you can go over the board, so I'm going to go for 2 coats. Do not forget to put mascara on your lower lash line, guys. This really makes a difference. Your eyes do look really big and nice. Please make sure you dust off the excess powder from under your eyes before you apply a setting spray, or else it's just going to stay stuck and फिर वो बहुत funny दिखेगा. I'm going to use the damp beauty blender to push that all inside and make it all look even toned. I skipped the blusher part because the bronzer that I used was already very, warm for my face, and I decided that I do not need any more blusher. But if you like, please go ahead and apply some peachy blush that you might have, but avoid pink. Especially if you're wearing a red lip, you need to avoid pink blushes. Going in with the highlighter, I used M.A.C Soft and Gentle. This is one of the most beautiful highlighter that I've ever seen. You can see how this glows. And it is the best part about this highlighter is you can use it any point of day or night. Like, every makeup artist worldwide has in some way or the other used this highlighter. I am just in love with this. Like, this is the most beautiful highlighter ever after the Hourglass Radiant Light. But yeah, this one is the highlighter to go for. Yes guys, do not forget to spray your brush before you apply highlighter. This way you will avoid any unnecessary fallout. So I applied it to the usual areas of my face, in the inner corners of my eyes, to the eyebrow bone and cupid's bow. Do not forget your forehead and slightly in your chin. Basically wherever the light hits your face. I also got very greedy and applied a little bit of it on my eyelid. It was just too tempting. Now that I'm almost done, I'm going to do my hair. I decided to do a simple bun with some twisties in the front. This hairdo is really easy to make. For that matter, I do this almost every day for my flights, and it just takes like a couple of minutes. So this is how I twist the hair in front and then do a simple hand bun. I'm going to show you a technique where if you don't have a hairnet, you can still make your bun look very neat. So I'm going to put the next slide in a slow-mo so you understand what exactly I'm doing. So once you're done with your bun, what I usually do is just pull a little bit of hair from the top. Don't pull it too hard, or else it's just going to take the whole bun out. बस इस तरह से you can pull the hair down and then cover the whole bun, and it gets rid of the messy look. See, it's very, very easy. Next, once you're done with this, just make sure you secure it with pins. If you have a gajra, by all means add it. I did not have it, तो मैंने फूल लगाया था. मैंने फूल के बीच में से इस तरह से bobby pin लगाया, and I put it across like on one side of my bun. Lastly, I'm going to finish off the look with a red lipstick. You can use any red lipstick that you have. I'm going to use the M.A.C Feels So Grand. This is my favorite red lips. In fact, I wear it for my flights as well.
Hi guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope आपको ये look अच्छा लगा and आप इसे ज़रूर create करेंगे. Please try this look. Let me know how it was. Comment in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like, comment and share this video, and I will see you next time.